Hello, Kelloween, more Kelloween. Okay, so yesterday I went to the Maker's Market and I didn't really see a whole lot because, of course, you know, at the Maker's Market everything is extremely expensive and there was all kinds of stuff going on. And I so happened to miss out on a bunch of paintings and artwork and stuff because apparently the local artisans, which I think is, they call it 903 Artisans because that's our area code, they, I guess, had a bunch of artwork and different kinds of things on display in another part of town. Not too far from there, but I didn't know, even though I had passed the sign. I guess I didn't see it. But I did buy a few things. I got this, and it can hang. So cute little pumpkins. And I also got this pumpkin with crow, blackbird. So I thought that was kind of cute and kind of gives me an idea of something I can do. Probably won't do this year. I'm running out of time. And I also got this church painting, which was kind of expensive, but I kind of want to figure out how to paint something like this. I have to put myself in gear of Christmas, which, you know, it's October, so Christmas in October? No, never. But I have to get kind of in a Christmas mindset because I need to do some Christmas paintings for the Maker's Market in December. So, you know, like snowmans and Santas and Christmas balls and stuff like that, Christmas trees, which I cannot paint a Christmas tree. I tried. I did a couple last year. It did not turn out very good. So today we had a dinner at church and it was Mexican themed. And you know, I love Mexican food, so we had tacos and there was like quesadillas and Mexican lasagna and enchilada stuff and you know, Mexican casseroles and things like that. So it was very, very good. I've been watching this movie, I think it's called Halloween Party, and I want to say it's on Peacock, but I could be wrong. And so far I like it. I'm probably maybe a little over halfway through with it. Basically, there's this thing that came, one of those little, I don't know what you would call it. It comes across the screen like the computer phone or whatever, and it has their name, and they have to enter their biggest fear, worst fear, whatever, and it's got a time limit. So I don't know if it's like 60 seconds or what, but you have to enter your worst fear, and if you don't, you get a little witch that shows up and it says your fear is going to come true tonight or something. And so her friend gets this and she enters her worst fear, and then when it comes up again, she wants her to see the witch. So when it comes up for her, she doesn't enter her worst fear, which is like pig people. So her worst fear kind of comes true. Somebody ends up killing her in like a pig mask or something. So so then her friend is like, no, that couldn't be the cause of her death, really. So she kind of starts investigating and gets this nerdy guy to help her investigate, and another guy comes over to the apartment, and this is her friend's apartment that got killed. She don't live here. She just comes over to investigate because she's wondering about it. So they're investigating, and one of the guys comes over, and it goes off for him. So he's supposed to enter his fear in, and he said he did, but then when he leaves, the nerd boy says, no, that's not his biggest fear. His biggest fear is tall man. So apparently there was a tall man that came and snatched him up when he was a kid, but luckily his father or stepfather or somebody arrived and the man dropped him and ran away. So later on, he ends up seeing the tall man, and I guess the tall man gets him. So coincidence. So they're still investigating, and then they figure out it's something to do with this room. And then she's like, it's a closet. Both of them went in the closet. So that's when this little message appears, is when somebody's in the closet. So the guy goes into the closet, and it goes off for her, because she's like, well, maybe it's whoever's closest to the computer screen when somebody's in the closet. So she's gonna enter her fear in again. And earlier they had been fidgeting with it, and he had unplugged some stuff. So he had unplugged the mouse, so she couldn't get that working. So she's freaking out because you have a time limit to put in your worst fear. And then the keyboard is not working, so he has to plug that in as well. And after he plugs it in, she ends up knocking the keyboard off. It falls on the floor, and she finally has to top it while it's on the floor. And she barely gets it in. So then they realize it's something in the closet. There's a trigger, a pressure point in the closet that triggers it to go off. And so now they're investigating what that place used to be. And it used to be a hospital, and where terminal children, it was like a wing for terminal children, and there was ones that had all these deformities and stuff. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And these kids, they look really, really creepy. So yeah, I mean, you got some that's got boils or bumps all over them, and I mean, multiple hands and legs and things that don't work, and growths that are huge. And they were called something like balloon children and jelly children or something. So yeah, that is freaky, but that's as far as I've gotten. So far it's been pretty good. And I ended up watching The Dog Who Saved Halloween. There's a bunch of those movies, and it's like The Dog Who Saved Christmas. There's like 2 or 3 of those. So it's, you know, like some of the same characters as the other movies. So I thought that was a good, fun, family type movie to watch. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I guess tomorrow I'll start back in on Squid Game and whatever else I was watching. I done forgot. But anyways, until tomorrow, yeah, alright, thanks for watching.